Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my August 2016 favourites. You know what, I feel like I just did the July ones like yesterday. Like, how is it like September already? And how many times can I say like? So this is my new hairs. I finally got them roots sorted out, which is why you may see some patches of hair dye in the video on my face, because I actually just came from the salon not long ago. I've had my makeup on my face for quite a few hours. Normally I'm used to doing it quite fresh for my videos, because obviously I'm making a video, like I want to look like rubbish. So here we go. I only got a little trim done. It might look a little bit shorter, but that's purely because it's curled, and I should curl it more often. I think I've just got lazy because it's just so easy straightening it. Who knows? Anyway, so I'm going to be showing you some things which I have been loving this month. It was actually quite difficult for me to do purely because I haven't actually bought that much makeup this month, which I have received this month. A lot of the things that I already showed in my haul video, which you would have already seen by now, they will probably end up in my favourites for the end of September, because I was ordering them throughout the month of August, but obviously I didn't actually get to use them. So some of the things that I'm going to show you are things that I have liked. Some of them are new things, some of them are not so new things. And I have also started getting into the whole things that I've not been loving this month, which is what I'm going to share with you. What should we call them? Rejects, because we won't buy them again. Okay, so one of the things that I've been loving is an oldie but a definite goodie, and that is the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. Ooh, the brush just fell out and it was dirty, and I've got powder on my jeans, yay. You guys already know what it looks like. You've seen it a million times. It is a very rosy, warm-toned palette. I love this palette. I have used it quite a lot this month. Not sure why I've used it a lot this month, purely because it's just one of those things where I think because I've used the Moondust palette quite a lot this month, and this palette works really well with it in terms of more rosy kind of tones, which is why I've used this. Or I've used Colourpop metallic eyeshadows on the lid, and I've wanted some matte shades to use in the crease, so I've used these. So I have been using this quite a lot this month. This is definitely a palette that everybody should have as part of their collection. The same goes for the first Naked palette 2 and 3. I think you can buy the whole vault. Look it up online, because they do it like around the holiday season, where you can buy all the palettes which Urban Decay have put out, or most of them, as part of one big bundle. So you end up paying less, even though obviously it does cost a lot, but they are definitely worth it. So I've been loving reusing this one. Another thing that I've been really using quite a lot for the past month is Jeffree Star's Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold. I think it was last month that I said that King Tut was one of my favourites. It is still a favourite. I do really love it, but I've been using Ice Cold a lot more than normal. So it looks like this is basically an icy white, but more on the ivory shade. Is quite wearable. As you guys know, I wear different makeup every single day. There is no such thing for me as everyday makeup, go-to makeup. This is my usual everyday sort of makeup. There's no such thing. I literally wear different makeup every single day. That's just my personality. That's just how I am. But I have found that over the past month, I've been wearing a lot more cool-toned kind of makeup. And that is where this comes in, because it is cool-toned. It is really gorgeous, and I absolutely love this. Another highlightery kind of thing that I've been loving this month is from the Good Luck Trolls collection by MAC, which came out not too long ago. And what I've been loving from this is the beauty powder in the shade Play It Proper. How well it shows up on camera, but it's a very soft, pearlescent pink shade. So again, as I said, because I've been using or wearing quite a lot of cool toned makeup looks this month, again, this is cool toned, so this has worked perfect for me. It really does show up on the skin really nicely. It's very soft and finely milled, so it gives a really nice soft highlight. So it's not for those that like their full-on kind of highlights. I like full-on highlights, but I also at the same time like softer ones. More I like full-on highlights, but it depends on my mood. But I really have been loving this. Another thing from the Good Luck Trolls collection, what is this? See what I mean? You go to the hairdressers and I swear your style lasts like 2 minutes. What is that? What's that? Let's hide it back there so you guys can't see it. Bloody curls, they always drop out in my hair. This is the eyeshadow from the Good Luck Trolls collection called Suns Out Buns Out, and it's a Volux Pearl. And it's a really beautiful sunny gold shade, and I've really been loving this. And another thing from that same collection, which kind of surprised me because I wasn't sure that I was going to like this, is this lip gloss in the shade Glitter Grunge. Now, I'm not a fan of MAC lip glosses by any means, because I find them very sticky, and a lot of the time they're just not opaque enough. But this one is full of lots of glitters and shimmers, so it's acted as a really nice kind of lip topper to some of my lipsticks, giving them that extra pearlescent sheen. The glitter is not gritty, so it sits really nicely on the lips and blends nicely into the lipstick. So I've really been enjoying this one. Now, for some reason, summer has kick-started in London towards the end of the summer. I swear the seasons have changed in this country, because as I remember last November, when I was driving to and fro my dad's hospital appointments before he had his operation, and I was in central London and it was baking hot. It was like 20 degrees and I was like, it's November. It should be like 2 degrees by now. I think the seasons have kind of changed. And as a result of that, we're getting summer now towards the end of, it's August when I'm filming this, it's the end of August, but obviously when I put this video up, it'll be September. It's starting to get really, really hot now and really muggy. And for those of you that drive a lot like I do, and I'm in the car quite a bit and the sun is beating down on one side of my face, I unfortunately, as much as I try and stay out the sun, that is the time the sun really gets me. Because I stopped lying and roasting my body in the sun after the age of about 27, when I started thinking, you know what, premature aging, we don't need to go there. We're naturally bronzed. Failing that, we can use fake tanner if we really need to. I'm talking about you guys, by the way. I don't use fake tanner, I don't need to, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so unfortunately my skin colour has changed quite a bit. It's gone darker. 90% of my foundations don't match my skin right now, and that is where this has come in. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and the shade is in NC42. I'm an NC40, smack bang on NC40 when I have no tan. NC42 is even this is a little bit dark for me. However, when I do wear it and blend it in with the rest of my powders and foundation, it matches fairly well. So this is the reason I've been reaching this. If there was an NC41, that would be like my perfect shade for the summer, but unfortunately they only brought that out once a million years ago when they did a collection from the Indian MAC side, their branch in India or something, and they brought out NC41. So for the moment I'm using NC42, and I especially love this because it is a Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. This is a summer foundation. It doesn't bring me out in the shinies and the sweats, keeps my foundation in place all day, and again it's waterproof for, you know, those random bursts of rain that we get in summer. And it really moisturizes the skin, but it keeps it as a nice demi matte sort of finish. So I've really been loving this. I think I'm gonna have to repurchase another one because I think I've used it all up. Oh, look at it. It's just, why are you just in my business? Just stay back there. I know it's not often that I talk about mascaras, but this one I have really been loving since I bought it recently. It's the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes Fatale. It's one of their newer mascaras. I really like it. It's very lengthening and it separates really nicely as well. I can't actually show it to you at the moment because I've got false eyelashes on, but I've really been loving this as an everyday sort of makeup. Now at the weekends is when I wear fake eyelashes and when I do my videos, but during the week when I'm at work I only wear mascara. So this I have loved this month. One more thing I've been loving, and it's actually really, really teeny tiny, it is this Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, and this shade is in Moonlight. The reason it's so small is because I placed this order with Space NK about 6 weeks ago, and it's been on back order ever since then, to the point where they've actually started sending people out these samples to try and appease them, because we're obviously annoyed that we ordered something that we still can't get because it's still out of stock. But I've really, really been loving this. This one, I've got the other one, which is Sunlight. I find this one to be a little bit more wearable than Sunlight. I find Sunlight to be quite white golden, whereas this one is a bit more golden, so it's a little bit more wearable when it comes to medium skin tones. So I've been loving this, and hopefully some point this year I will get the full size version. Now I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure I showed this in last month's favourite, and it is the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in the shade Backtalk. It is a comfort matte. I did a makeup tutorial using this as well, which I will link below. It is like the most perfect pink nude shade, and because it's a comfort matte, it means it's a moisturizing matte, and I love this. This is definitely one of my favorite lipsticks of the year. Now this eyeshadow palette, oh my god, what is your problem? Like, leave me alone. Why are you just like in my face? Another eyeshadow palette that I'm going to show you, which was in last month's and again is in this month's, is the Violet Voss Holy Grail eyeshadow palette. I love this so much that I think I'm going to have to do a makeup tutorial using this. This is so filthy now. I've used so many different shades, so many different looks. It's just an amazing, amazing eyeshadow palette. I really, really love it. I got mine from beautybay.com. You can buy it direct from Violet Voss as well if you like, but in the UK you can purchase it here. It does sell out often, so it's just about depending on when you are able to get your hands on it. I just love the warm tones, the mixture of mattes and shimmers and metallics. The berry shades especially is not something you'll come across often. This is like a larger version to me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. It's very, very similar, has very similar shades, but I think that this one is actually better purely because you get a lot more for it. Okay, Debenhams finally started selling the Too Faced liquefied matte longwear lipsticks, which is basically Too Faced's liquid lipsticks. I already had Bend and Snap, which is still a favourite of mine, but I picked up two when they finally released in Debenhams, along with the concealer, which you can now get as well. This shade I've been loving is called Drop Dead Red. I really love their packaging. This is basically a deep blood red. It's gorgeous. Looks like this. It's a gorgeous shade, however, because it is a thick blackened red, it is a lot thicker in consistency compared to their other liquid lipsticks. This I find happens a lot with a lot of deep blood red liquid lipsticks. I've got one by Dose of Colours, which is called Black Rose. It was limited edition, same consistency. Anastasia Beverly Hills Heathers, also same consistency. The only brand that I've come across that does not changes consistency depending on the pigment is Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty has also got one which is a very similar colour to this, and it is not as thick as this, purely because of the deep red pigment in it. However, the colour is gorgeous, it wears beautifully, and I'm very happy with it this month. Now, talking of Huda Beauty, you shouldn't be surprised, all of her liquid lipsticks are my favourites this month. All 6 of them. I have done a full review along with lip swatches, which I will link below for you guys. So the ones I've got is Material Girl, a gorgeous purple, love it. This one is called Icon, which is like a terracotta shade. This is my favourite out of all 6, love it. Flirt, which is a taupey brown, gorgeous everyday nude, does not settle within the lip lines, love it. Famous, which is a deep blood red, very similar to Drop Dead Red, but not as blackened red, if that makes sense. Love it, I've worn it loads. Trophy Wife, another one which is a cult favourite, I would say, with a lot of people. This is one that always sells out first. It's a beautiful pink shade, and I love this, I've worn it loads. And then last but not least is the shade called Muse, which is like a lilac pink, but it is not lilac to the point where it turns your teeth yellow. It's got a decent amount of pink in it, so it's like an everyday neutral pink. Love it. And going with those are also 3 of the lip contours, which I have in the shades Trophy Wife, Icon, and Famous, to go with the liquid matte liquid lipsticks. Liquid lipsticks. Why don't I just say that? Been loving all 3. Let's move on to the regrets now. I've only got 3. The 4th regret right now is this hairpiece, which is just sticking out non-curly and just irritating me. Just go away. Why? You're just bugging me throughout this video. You're so rude. You're just not part. Just go away. Okay, so the first regret is, surprisingly, the other Too Faced liquid lipstick that I picked up when I picked up that blood red one. This one is called Queen Bee. And it is a nudie pink, and it is just not good. Looks like this. The problem with this is it is nude enough that it sits within the lines of my lips, and it does not look pretty. It looks very obvious. It looks like my lips have aged by like 40 years, and it just don't look cute. So unfortunately, this is a regret. I will use it, maybe mix it with other shades just so that it's not a waste, but it's not something that I would personally recommend. Another regret is this nail polish by Essie, and it's called Brides to Be. It's part of their bridal collection. Now, to look at it like this, you're like, oh, it's a lovely nude shade. Wrong. It made my hands look ill, if that's possible. It made my hands look like they'd been dipped in haldi. And to those that don't speak my language, turmeric. You know, that stuff that turns everything yellow and orange? It made my nails look like that. I even tried to like palm it off onto my best friend who's black, and I was like, no, it look better on your skin tone. She was like, I don't think so, keep it. Tried to give it to somebody else. They were like, let me see your nails. No. So I've even tried to get rid of it, but nobody's interested. This is not a nice colour at all. And now the last thing is a bit of a favourite, purely because I've used it quite a lot this month, but it's also not a favourite because it's just not that great. And it's the Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadow palette, so it shouldn't really be a surprise to you guys. I did do a review on it, which I will link below. I've even done a makeup tutorial using this, which I will again link below. I have used it a few times, but I'm just not impressed. The fallout is just terrible. The pigmentation is just not great. It's just like whacking a whole load of glitter on your eyes, which then ends up on your disco ball looking face. And it's just a bit of a dud. Not impressed, Urban Decay soz. So that's it for my favourites for August 2016. I hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully next month will be a lot bigger. It's also my birthday coming up on the 13th of September. I'm going to be 34. Do I look 34? Well, my roots don't look 34 anymore. I think they did yesterday though. But yeah, so it'll be my birthday very, very soon. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but no doubt makeup will be at some part of that birthday. It always does. I swear I did a birthday haul last year. Who knows? Anyways, I hope you guys are great, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!